Hello, hello, hello. It's Partyfoot back playing Ucarnfightr. This time with the quest Royal Trouble. So as part of our ongoing mission to get quests done, get to Desert Treasure, we're fashionscaping our way through some of these random quests. As you can see, I've changed my outfit a little bit. Ucarnfightr was looking through a bunch of different stuff. We even bought some stuff in the GE to try out. Notice a lot of market manipulation going on at the moment. By the way, don't pay any attention to any bodies you may or may not be seeing. I'm not associated with any of that. Nothing to do with me. As the owners of the chickens come across and be like, oh no, I don't know. Chickens live for a long time. If you had like a laying hen that you then were loyal enough to, that you kind of let it live past the point where it kind of wasn't making eggs much anymore, could have been a valued family member. Anyway, I'm here to talk to this guy, I think. Once again, no thanks, just do's. Ucarnfightr knows exactly what to say, as always, to make sure that we get through this dialogue in the least possible amount of time, which is, of course, her priority. This big guy, I have done this quest before on this in the previous life of Ucarnfightr. I do remember this quest, I think. Or at least I remember this big Yeti guy, and I can't imagine I've been here before. Alright. Here we go. I think so. This is like a little island where there's two halves to it or something, and there's two little tiny kingdoms, and you can manage one of them or something. I've probably done one precursor quest. This one must be Throne of Miscellanea. I think this is like adjacent to where we are. Well, anyway, I guess we'll find out. Well, actually we won't, because we are role-playing as Ucarnfightr, and, I'm trying to basically intentionally not pay attention as part of a bit that covers my inability to probably smoothly execute these quests. So, it's a self-sourcing dessert with full flavor, is how I'm going to put it. Perhaps cryptically. What are we talking about? Why am I not fighting something? Why am I not mining something? Why am I not crafting something? Unleash me. Unleash me. There's just a roiling storm of energy here. Capability. I can teleport anywhere. I can do anything. I hold in my hands an artifact of such, highly sought after. I look fantastic. And you're just telling me stuff about poetic accomplishments. Well, actually, you know what? Real talk. Has anyone actually ever read a poem and been like, actually, that was a banger? And you know what? Like Linkin Park lyrics, pretty much poetry. Rap as well, I guess. So there's some good poetry. That's true. I've never read like a book of poetry though. And I probably got close. I probably could still be close one day. I'm less of a reader than I was in my youth. I don't know if that's something that's kind of lost to the youngs now, but okay, this thing is sentient, I guess. We can speak with it. My intuitions fail me. Aha, no they don't. I just realized I should have not bothered talking to you and be moving on to my next objective. I feel like I'm going up, but I'm probably supposed to actually go down. Yeah, okay. I thought so. A spiral staircase entrance to your throne room that's in one wing of your palace? Like, that's not an interesting... surely, your audience has to come up through your most grand passageway. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell them how to run their business. We're talking to this woman for some reason. She's a gardener. Apparently we're satisfied with that. Okay, not much to say. We're moving on. Ooh, what's that? That's cool. Must be a pet, I guess. Now, I have 100 mil experience now. Hit that recently. But I still do not have any pets, which is unfortunate. I mean, I guess I don't do that much bossing, or haven't done much bossing. Just kind of maybe a couple chances I could have got, though. I could have gotten lucky, I wouldn't mind getting lucky. We should be thinking about run energy. Yeah, okay, good timing. I think this is going to involve lots of running back and forth between these two people and like listening to their dialogue. Let's rate the grandioseness of this one though. This is a really nice little castle. Surrounding wall, bailey. We've got two peasants' hovels in the bailey and a bit of a market. It's very claustrophobic, but I like the defendability. Grandioseness. We come into the dining room. There are threshers on the ground. Not bad. It's modest. It's like at least it's cleanly. It doesn't look like a dirt floor though, so I don't know why you would have threshers on like a non-dirt floor. Is that? Correct me if your lore is better. And then this is very bizarre. We have at the top of a spiral staircase a doorway directly into what seems like the royal bedroom. Well, you know what? We're just going to invade this queen's bedroom and see what she has to say. She seems upset. I'm telling her it's my duty or something. She must have told me to do something. The instincts make me willing to cooperate with you. There would be no circumstance in which, without the instincts, I would interact with you for any reason. The instincts are what is making this come to fruition. Matilda. Alright, Matilda told us something. It's bottled away in the weave of fate that we ride through. Okay, the stamina potion's working. We're carrying around a bunch of coal because apparently we need it later. Spoilers. Some of the stuff, yeah, no, it's still pretty light, huh? That's good. It's hard to beat this hat. This is the hat, I think. This is my hat potentially. Yeah, I don't know. Headgear is important. A lot of headgear like holds in the majestic mane of white spikage we have, and that's unacceptable. I like the Pegasus Hermes wings on the boots though. Makes me feel fast, streamlined, which is what I want to feel as I intuitively get through this guy's dialogue as well. No irises, no pupils. Actually, I guess we're all pupils. The brim of my hat tastefully hides the lack of detail on my face. That was something I discovered when I was trying on berets, and I rather realized that perhaps I don't want to wear a beret. Ucarnfightr is, more of a looker in her profile than she is in her face here. She's kind of more of like a Morpheus glasses combined with like Odo from Star Trek, but he's got no control over his face, so it's just a blob. And like Odo midway through transformation, like smooth texture. Anyway, okay, well, keep making progress while we rabbit hole into random DS9 references that aren't even references really. Keep those feet pumping. That's one thing Ucarnfightr can do, is run back and forth. Running back and forth, especially, I actually have memories of running back and forth in this island, so it may be that the previous quest already had me running back and forth, which wouldn't surprise me. But, yeah, I do actually have quite a few random old memories of playing RuneScape, doing quests from the original run when I was a teenager, which is interesting. I don't know how memory works. You'd think that complex memories like that is like, if you think of yourself like a large language model, it's just, a little bit more juicy. We went automatically into the wrong place. Then it's kind of remarkable that you could remember this. Just RuneScape seems like such a distinct, random thing. But I guess I don't know. I probably have like a little RuneScape part of my brain when it was forming. Charge. You know what would be insane? A skill where it's like 0 to 99 agility, but all it does is like raise the top speed of your run by like a fraction of a %. So like when you get to 99 in the skill, it finally makes it so you like move one tile faster over like X number of ticks. Wouldn't that be exciting and fun? Are we just going straight back? I've touched someone with inverted controls again. Yes, these sailors. Sometimes I just, I just put a sailor in his, a coin in his hand, and he just, takes me somewhere I had no idea we were going, and I should have just talked to him. He's drinking. That is a huge bottle too. That's like an Indian club, but for like a strong man. Yeah, what do you think of my bag, by the way? It's really bouncing. Okay. We better get to, like, murder this Yeti at the end. I think there is a fight. At least I was told to bring some food. I randomly found this anglerfish in my bag. I'm not really try-harding, I promise. I decided to bring a dragon dagger, because one thing about a rapier is obviously it's quite a long weapon. So if you, if someone gets really in close with you, or you're like grappling with them on the ground or something, I mean, we've got our defender, which is basically a dagger. But I also thought to bring the DD, because it's been a little while since I carried a knife like this. And it is actually a really good weapon, and it's good in a bunch of different, like things like Toa and things like that, so I should just re-familiarize myself with whipping this little bad boy out and getting some extra damage in. Okay, sorry, that was gross. I swear, I'm on task. I am on task. Dungeons. Okay, dungeons sounds promising for getting some action in. I don't know that Ucarnfightr is really like a psychopath. She probably is a psychopath, but she's not really like just a wonton killer usually. There's usually some motivating factor, but she is completely unempathetic to any life. That's right. I think it's coming back to me somehow. I think we have to recommend which one, and then that NPC is more prevalent or something. I don't know. Don't think, just do. Just do. Actions. Commit to the next actions. Oh, look, we're going down. Which of these two castles would I have? They're probably quite similar. This one's nicer in terms of size, right? This is like a lot less cramped. And like, I demand to be let down here. You're like a level 3 guard, right? Yeah, I was about to say, you can try to stop me. And he's like, teleblock. And the huge block of ice forms around my body. I'm like, I'm in cosplay, don't... right, get in here. This looks like some sort of dwarf. Of course, RuneScape. Dwarves. Very much the drinkers. Let's see if we have to bring him beer or something. I don't know. Ucarnfightr, I guess, is maybe a little bit prejudiced to dwarves, more or less considering them to be mining drinkers. They're alright though. I mean, they squabble a lot, but everyone does. Look at you all. What is this? It's a mining prop. A mining prop. Okay, so it's to prop up something in relation to mining. Okay, we stop the rocks from falling. Yeah, sure. Okay. What do we got? 100 mil. Okay. I'm just going to intuitively fix all the problems in here. You wouldn't believe it, but I was walking to the Grand Exchange the other day, and I just saw like 2 mils worth of cannon parts in like one step into the wilderness. And, I played RuneScape in history when absolutely that was going to be a trap, and if you went for it, you would definitely die 100%. And I don't know how they calculated to have the exact right level character waiting for you, but that, you'd probably have been like socially manipulated into the situation in the first place. Anyway, long story short, I ripped all my clothes off as quickly as I possibly could, leapt over the wilderness gate with nothing on, picked up like 2 mils worth of cannon parts, and then, got a bunch of cash. So that was a nice little windfall in my favor. Are we making a gallows? Surely not. No, it's more like a crane. Okay. Ucarnfightr doesn't have a morbid mind. It's just, you know... It's just the way it is. She's very crafty. But like, she doesn't know how any of this works. We don't even know what we're doing. Can we do... yeah. Just put it all in. Stop trying to be fancy and then changing your method. This is an engine. We're making an elevator? Okay. Cool. Send me... Oh, I'm going to get straight on it. I was going to probably have tested that. I guess that's fine. You merged directly to prod without review? Nothing broke. It's fine. Okay, swing. Let's do it. Okay, this looks like a rope that then persists, which I always appreciate. I can see a number of embers. Have someone else been... Oh, look. The remains of someone's campfire. Yeah, whoever you are, you better not present yourself as an enemy. That's all I'm going to say. If you doing so will present a great risk to your person. Okay, this is exciting. I feel like I could probably jump this gap. No. You know, I do have 75 agility. I guess, you know, there is a lot of agility levels that I don't yet have. But this guy didn't make much progress before their next... Okay, maybe that already added some. They didn't make it very far between their camping stops. Unless this was a whole, you know, a whole village of people who were just kind of in this cave. You know, I don't care. It's not going to kill me. Exactly. 10 times that damage, we would have had a problem maybe, but even then. Alright. I mean, seriously, they must have been like cruel struggling and then being like, well, we've made it another 5 minutes into the cave. Let's wrap it there and set up another campsite. I have to read the burnt diary first. Read at your peril. Well, we're not in peril then. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, a bunch of nonchalant strangers. This guy's hair is wild, though. This is like Static X lead man, front man hair. I don't know what his name is. Comment. Weak stomach. Okay, this is stuff that I really care about. I like how your knee is clipping through your skirt. That's I don't know how you're doing that. Right, come on. My father won't believe it. Oh, so this must be maybe the conspiracy of young princes or something. So this is like the kids. Yeah, so they're like, oh, fathers and blah blah blah. So that's just like their parents, the royals who are arguing with each other or whatever. What if it's a monster? It is a monster. It's me. I'm here to demand that you cooperate with me. And be concise. Those are the two demands that I have. Your quiet and immediate obedience. And answers to any of my questions in a direct manner. Hello there. I'm being a rock at the moment. You can't be a rock. Okay, I literally picked up his... I mean, you can't have been that personal about your diary if you were going to leave it across the entire cave over the course of multiple days. I mean, unless maybe you have like a ritual where you like write down your stuff and then you throw it or something. That would be kind of embarrassing. To be fair, actually, if it's a situation like that, maybe you would... it would be best if I give the diary back to you. It does seem pretty personal. Although, you know, again, if you were really concerned about what was in it, you probably wouldn't want to have just left it. Like, either fairly deliberately or, like, repeatedly. Indiligently. You guys need to step up your fashion game. You all look plain Jane. Get yourself a bum bag and some sweet gloves. Fingerless. I guess these are mittens, really. Okay, I think we're going this way. See you later, suckers. Sea snake hatchlings. Okay. Okay, prepare to fight the giant sea snake. Okay, good. I hope we can poke it. It will use only ranged attacks if you stand at a distance and it can poison you. Okay, well... So we may take damage. Let's see. Also, we can put this on. We can probably drink this already because I don't need all the bits that I have. Maybe we can just even put this on. Okay, let's see. Why are we not moving? Okay, 00. A hit between. 19. Oh, the... Okay. Oh, 36. Okay, well... Oh, was it over? Oh. I was just kind of discombobulated for a second. I guess we hit it hard and it doesn't have that much HP. Well, that was easy. Edible seaweed. We probably don't need that. Let's bury your bones. I'm sorry that you pose almost no threat. I did, yeah, so that's not an example of the kind of Dragon Dagger special transitioning that I want to exude in the future. I want to eventually maybe be okay at Toa, so I've only done it a few times still. Alright, let's get back in the castle. What do they call it when you have like a... Oh, some forgotten castle nomenclature. What do they call it when you have a back door? Like a... I keep... The wrong words are coming to my head. I mean, I think a smaller door within a big door is called like a portal, right? Is a smaller door in the like a backroom door in a castle wall, which would be fairly easy to defend because it's much smaller and barricadable. Was that a portal too, maybe? Okay, so this woman, I'm getting the vibe, is not very nice. She's got a small castle, but look at it, it's neat, it's concise. And just remember, the larger your castle, the more maintenance it is. I mean, I'm not seeing facilities that I would want in my castle. Like, I want a bathroom, for example. Like if you're gonna have a whole castle, but I mean, on an island with your own docks, imagine this would actually be a really dreamy environment. There's not much resources on an island like this, but maybe there's fish. Hopefully there'd be fishing. And I guess farming. I mean, you need way more land than that, I guess. But if you had manpower and people were enthusiastic, drink your stamina potion and keep running. There aren't that many capes that I've liked. Shout out some like kind of red-black themed capes. I've got the Zami cape. I don't yet have a superior Zami cape. That's maybe a thing I'll do at some point, probably. I'm generally reluctant to go into the wilderness. I don't even know if that requires going to the wilderness, but it required going to the wilderness to get the original cape, which was worth it, but also, I'm just reluctant to do it. I was scarred too much as a child by PKers. And nowadays, people have great communication, so there's going to be some, affiliated spy who's just like, there's a level... What am I these days? There's a level 119 and level 62 wilderness. Sick 'em, boys. We've done it. Okay, I have no idea what happened. There was a brief fight where we stabbed that that snake. I didn't even get to really poke him with the main stick because... okay, phrasing. What I mean is this rapier, because I'm pretty sure we basically got him with the dragon dagger. Wish we'd gotten a few bigger hits there. That could have gotten really cool with that max. And, it seems weak as, that thing. Where's the real one? Anyway, I guess that's it for us. We don't get to kill this guy yet. King Vargas. He's in no state to rule a kingdom. No joke, huh? Look at those hands. Like, literally just a bundle of bananas attached to your wrist. And thicker, your fingers are the similar thickness to your wrist. This guy's going to have so many problems with his wrists, I have to imagine. And no opposable thumbs, either. trying to write with these hands. Actually, you know what? I'm turning around. I'm feeling empathy for you now. I assume you've been transformed or something. The flares is an interesting choice. I feel like he's naked. Is he? Is he? This is like his fur, right? So he's naked, and then the fur forms flares, and then he has bold little feet underneath. Anyway, this is ridiculous. I'm Ucarnfightr, or actually I'm Partyfoot. This is Ucarnfightr. Thanks for joining us, and maybe we'll see you again for another one in the future. Bye for now.